What's going on, friends? Today is Michael Lardie Day here on Roadie Free Radio. We're psyched to have him. Are you ready? Let's do it.
What's happening, roadies? This is Alan Venitosh from Telefunken.
This is Eric Campbell.
Hey, all you roadies. This is Michael Lardie from Great White, and you are listening to Roadie Free Radio.
What's up, roadies? My name is Larry Milburn, and this is Roadie Free Radio, your VIP pass to meet and greet the stars behind the scenes of the music and film business.
Yo! What is happening, roadies? Man, welcome to episode number 69. Today's guest is the one and only rock and roll machine keyboardist, guitar player, songwriter for the band Great Whites. You know them. I'm once bitten, twice shy, baby. That's them, all right? Can you tell I'm fired up today? I'm coming at you from a barn in Northwest Connecticut. Larry Milburn is the name. What is going on? I finally got a good night's rest. Do you know why? Because this last week, you probably saw it if you're on social media. You probably felt it if you follow the show. We completed AES in New York this week. You guys, this was an epic, epic week. I cannot thank everybody enough. So here we go. We're going to start some thank yous, all right? First of all, I want to thank you guys because you prompted me to go. We've been talking about trying to get to a cool music convention like this, and not only did you prompt me to go, but several of you, Sean Quackenbush, also provided some names of some people to look into, and we did. Phil Garfinkel, if you're listening to the show, you are the man. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom. I've got to give a shout out to Paloma. She was there. She was shooting away and editing away and guiding me along and telling me who to go talk to the whole time. She was awesome, my friends. And then we've got, here's the thing. Here's what it is. It was so cool. When you do a podcast, I'm jumping around because I just had a latte and I'm like bouncing off the walls. When you do a podcast, you're like in your own little bubble. You know what I mean? You're cranking the show out however often you do the show, and it's you don't always get to connect with audience or guest members, because sometimes you just do a Skype with them and that's it. You don't get to meet them. I actually got to meet people in person that have been on the show that I only met through the Skype call, right? So Carrie Keyes was there, monitor engineer. Tom Lord Algie was there. Alex Salzman was there. The list was endless. And that was super cool. And then I got to meet people that I follow on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, or whose podcasts I listen to, that I've never really met, but I feel like I kind of know who they are. Liz Shaw. Listen, if you don't know the show Recording Studio Rockstars, it's another podcast, right? Liz basically focuses on producers, engineers, and he provides he's an engineer and producer in his own right, and he provides a lot of great information on how to get your mixes and your tunes sounding awesome in the studio. So, Recording Studio Rockstars. If you have not heard this podcast, check it out. I think I brought this show up several episodes ago, maybe a year ago now. Liz was kind of a mentor when I started the show. We had a few conversations. I never got to meet him in person. I finally met him in person this week. We sat down and we got real deep on podcasting and what doing this means to the both of us. And he just provided me with some great insights. So Liz Shaw, Recording Studio Rockstars, check that out. His buddy was with him from a YouTube channel called Mixdown Online, Chris Sellum. Go to his show on YouTube, Mixdown Online, subscribe to the show. He also has some amazing tips and tricks for a lot of good studio stuff for those of you out there with project studios and everything, trying to knock out your own music. Mixdown Online with Chris Sellum. Go check it out. Other than that, who else do I have to? Oh, Heather Rafter of Rafter Marsh Law Firm out in San Francisco. I've got to send a sweet thank you out to you, Heather, because you made a lot of things happen for us this last week, and I can't thank you enough. I also need to thank some other folks who got us there and who provided some stuff for us. Telefunken Electroacoustic were our hosts, and they were awesome. I did a quick little video interview with Tony Fishman. Don't forget, next week, October 30th, my interview with Tony Fishman is coming up. We filmed it up in South Windsor at their sound lab, so you can watch it on YouTube. You will be able to catch it here on SoundCloud as well, but I suggest you watch it because it looks real sharp, and we reference a few things right there during the interview that he is holding. So, Telefunken, thank you so much for hosting us this week at AES. I have to give a shout out to Fat City Screen Printing right here in New Milford, Connecticut, for providing us with T-shirts. We got some T-shirts out amongst the people. That was super cool. I also have to thank On-Air Mic Flags for providing us with super cool branded mic flags that we could use on our Telefunken M80 microphones as we were cruising around. So it actually all came together. And I didn't realize until halfway through the show that we've got all these fabulous resources from the companies I just named, and they're all right here in Connecticut. So, got to give it up for some hometown, home state love. Better yet, Connecticut. You know what I'm saying. I think that's it. Honestly, guys, it was really an amazing week, and I think I'm going to bite the bullet and head out to NAMM in January. It was worth it. Made a lot of great connections, got the word out about the show, and got some good feedback about the show also. There's definitely some folks out there listening, such as yourselves. I met a lot of you at the show, and it was super cool. I didn't take one class. I didn't get to sit in on one presentation, but that's all right. I will next time. There's a lot to do, and we've got a lot of cool video content. We did a little 45-second trailer from the first day. If you want to hop on our YouTube channel and take a look, that's Roadie Free Radio on YouTube. And we've got several full little interviews that we're going to do as well. I did get an interview with Phil Dutteridge of Focusrite. That will be episode number 75. So that is coming up in a few more weeks. But we did get to sit down and talk. If you don't know who Phil is, he is the president and owner of Focusrite currently. And way back in the day when he was about 21, 22 years old, he was Led Zeppelin's front of house sound engineer. So in between, he covered a lot of ground. We covered a lot of ground. He was very gracious with his time, and we found a somewhat quiet corner at AES to sit down and do this interview. Anyway, so stay tuned for that. But next week, episode 70 is going to be Tony Fishman. What else do I have for you? Do not forget, this is the last week. October 30th, our Ian Copeland t-shirt sale ends. So if you want to get a shirt for 15% off, use the code IANVIP. That's IANVIP when you buy a t-shirt at the Roadie Free Radio merch store. All right? Until the 30th. But I'm going to do another sale. You'll see. I got something coming up because don't forget, I will be in Oxford, Mississippi coming up in a couple of weeks. I leave the family for 30 days. It's getting a little harder to believe that that's coming up, but it is coming up. All right. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much again, everybody, for all of your support and doing the show and getting this thing out. I'm still on a high from the week at AES, and I'm just digesting some of that. So I'm sorry if this intro is a bit frantic. Also, thank you, everybody, for your feedback and for tuning into my episode last week with Jeff Slate. He's a great dude, and there's been a lot of good stuff. And I don't know. I just love doing the show, and I'm really psyched that I'm able to do it for you guys, and I appreciate you all tuning in. All right. You want to hit the Sunset Strip? You want to head on back to 85? Huh? With bands like Poison and Motley Crue and Great White? Then this is the episode for you. Michael Lardie is our guest today. I didn't know Michael. It was suggested I reach out to him, that he had a pretty cool story. I said, all right. So I read about him, looked him up, did my research, and I thought, all right, this could be a fun one. And lo and behold, we had a great chat. Super sweet guy. You know, he has seen it all in 35 years, man. 35 years with Great White is really something. And they are still out there. They're still doing it. They have a new album called Full Circle right now that they recorded down in Nashville, Tennessee. It is out. You can get it. It's rocking. I've heard it. So go check it out. You can go to Michael Lardie's website, michaellardie.com, and you can find a bunch of stuff about him. out there on the internet. And but, after this interview, you're not going to need to hear anymore because we covered a lot of good stuff. All right? So thank you again. Here we go. Michael Lardie. Okay. There you go, guys. If you like what you see, if you dig this sort of behind-the-scenes thing, tune in every week. Hit the like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button to be notified when the next video comes out. Stay tuned. We will be releasing a lot of those videos that we did at AES for you guys to watch and to enjoy. I checked in with Shure, Sennheiser, Telefunken, Women's Audio Mission, a lot of cool companies. So there's a lot of stuff to look for. We just got to crank through the footage and start putting them out, which we will do. Thank you guys for tuning in. To listen to this full episode, hit that SoundCloud link below, and it will show up, and you can listen away. All right? Until then, no roadies, no rock and roll.